in my mind. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I know. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. I promise, now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in for another round of Slipstream League Racing. My name is CM Punk. My co-host for today option is
Fabulous as always.
As per usual, and welcome to the not the last but almost last round of this season's Tier 2 competition, in which just tonight we just might see the new champion being crowned, as the battle for the championship is still alive between our gamer and Christian. Now, if I'm correct and all the calculations are done precisely, the only way, if Christian wants to stay in the championship fight, he needs to hope Gamer will not finish in P1, P2, or P3 with the fastest lap, because if any of these happens, Gamer will be crowned champion tonight. If anything of these will not happen, we'll have a championship decider next week in Austria. So today's race is important not only from Christian's perspective to perform well, he also needs Gamer to perform, let's just say, not the best possible way, because if Gamer will finish on the podium and P3 with fastest lap, then he'll be a champion of Tier 2 today. So,
Christian with
the qualifying session begins. Do I what?
Christian with intermediates? What the hell?
What do you mean? What? No, it's just a game glitch. I'm taking a look at the stream of yours, and I see that you see a lot of intermediates, but I see only softs, so you shouldn't worry about that. It's probably just a stream glitch, because I see a lot of mediums.
No, it's intermediates. Come on, look at my live. Look at the live stream.
Oh, yeah, it is intermediates. Okay, so I'm glitching out. Probably just doing a delta lap, no idea. I mean, the reason why would you do that here in Saudi Arabia is, let's be honest, you're not gonna have rain. So doing a delta lap on intermediates is an option to do, nonetheless. So yeah, Christian with cheeky strategy. Of course, that comes at the price of perhaps slipping into a wall and taking yourself out of the qualifying session. But if Christian will do all these things properly, he'll just set a free delta lap. What about Gamers doing a delta lap? Is in the pits for now, so we won't be sure.
Who is this lap ghost? Who is this guy?
Who?
Third place right now.
Who might that be? No idea.
Do you know this guy?
Nah, totally. No, that's gotta be a newcomer. Definitely a debut. Totally.
I hope he knows how to drive.
Yeah, exactly. It would be great if he would know how to drive. It would be awful if he wouldn't. Wonder who that can be. Gamer still in the pits. Christian preparing for his first delta quick lap.
Oh my god.
Intermediates. So yeah, you have to wait a bit longer to see who's gonna be.
I want to say something to those who chat with Giannis. His microphone is on. Just let him know to turn it off, please, guys.
Okay, so a quick info from the Greek officials FC team principal, Mr. Babulas. Christian is in the pits. Not sure why he went out on these intermediates. If it wasn't for Delta, maybe he was checking something. I don't know. Anyway, Christian is in the pits, ready to put on a fresh set of actual tires and get to work, while Gamer is in the pits on the medium tires. He's sitting there on the mediums.
Zoom is the first one on a hot lap.
Okay, Zoom is going to be the first man to cross the line on softs. Let's point that out because we have plenty of drivers on mediums for the delta laps to be done. So we've got Futuristic, we've got laps on mediums as well. We've got a couple of drivers on the bottom either. So plenty of delta laps on our way. But Zoom, he's going to go for a quick lap as he goes through second sector. It is very important here in Saudi Arabia. Whatever you do, don't hit the wall. That is the most important thing to do. Cutting a time is not so important, but hitting a wall in here will be deadly, especially in those high speed moments. So you have to be careful and look out for that. Ooh, Zoom just bounced off the wall. That's going to cause lap annihilation, and he should be grateful that that's the biggest penalty he's going to get, because this could have ended way worse in that sector. If you hit the wall in there and you get sent, basically sent into another wall, then you just have no hope for yourself other than just you have to hit the wall and accept your fate. So yeah, if you don't hit the wall, are you even trying? I mean,
the new guy is coming
you can
to
try
the finish line with the mediums.
Yeah, Lib Ghost with 127.852, and he actually made better time on mediums than Giat Strike on softs. Love those nicknames. Basco 127.280, so that's probably the first time we should be taking into consideration, looking at the fact we already got 3 times on mediums as a delta runs in 1 lap of Giat Strike on softs, but it wasn't the best one to say the least. So Basco is on provisional pole position as we speak. Now let's take a look at Christian and Gamer. Christian and Gamer on the outlaps. Christian on softs. Gamer on mediums. So he's looking for that delta lap. He doesn't want to take any risks. The best situation for Gamer is tonight because he doesn't need to do too much, while Christian has to do everything in his force. Try to fight for the championship. Gamer with comfortable advantage, and the best he can do is just P3 with a fastest lap, or at least a P2. Doesn't even have to win the race to be crowned champion tonight in Saudi Arabia. So that is an option for him. Well, Christian will not only have to deliver the best performance, but also he will have to put on a good fight. Christian letting everybody else through. As I've checked before the stream, I believe the gap between Gamer and Christian is 10 points away. So perhaps Christian doesn't need him to finish in the top 3 if he wants to put up a fight. That depends on a lot of factors, but we're gonna take a look at this as we race. For now, let's focus on the quali, because Crowley Voice set a time that is only 1,000th of a second away from the provisional pole position. That is incredibly ridiculous gap between Basco and Crowley Voice. Look at that, P1 and P2. Oh my goodness. So Crowley Voice is in P2. Yep, so he's gonna do his delta lap. Christian is beginning his first hot lap in a moment. There he goes. He's beginning his first hot lap. Basco in P1 so far, Crowley Voice in P2, Tilde in P3. So a good run from the Alfa Romeo boys so far. But we've got 2 Astons, Williams, Red Bull, and McLaren set times on softs, and Ferrari, AlphaTauri, and Williams to improve from mediums. So plenty of drivers to look forward to improve as we ride with.
Gamer will have pole position.
You think so? On mediums? I mean,
you
mean like overall?
Both sectors, 1 and 2.
Yes, that is true, and he's on the mediums. Don't trust those purple sectors. We've been fooled by them more than once, so I've learned to not trust them too often. As a Gamer crosses the line after his first delta run, and that is one heck of a delta run, as he goes 127.093. So he's on provisional pole position on mediums, and now all eyes are on Christian. What time is he gonna deliver? I mean, the expectations are not too high. He's comparing against the guy on mediums as of right now. But if he were to do a worse time than Gamer has done so far, that would be threatening to McLaren driver. He needs to focus. He needs to deliver the best lap possible as he goes into the final corner of this lap. And he enters the final long main straight. What time is this going to be? Where it's going to put him? Christian goes across the finish line, easily tops that with 126.245. Yeah, the gap is big, but then again,
this is a demonstration of strength, as we say.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm not gonna give you the championship.
You just said Gamer for pole position. Christian putting up a fight. Of course, Gamer is not comparable yet, as he's just done time on mediums, which, by the way, was a pretty good time, looking at the fact he was done on mediums. So he's still P2. We still wait for Aston Martin drivers to deliver their hot laps, as Skamagas begins his hot lap. Giannis is on an outlap, and Larson is still in the pits. Williams drivers, so Christian coming in, Gamer coming in, Crowley on an outlap. Leps on an outlap.
Right now to see the first sector.
Yeah, the Aston Martin driver is the only person on a quick lap right now, so let's go with him. Oh, that is a very difficult 2 corners to go through with those chicanes. It is very easy to invalidate your lap time or slip at the worst possible scenario, so that is a very difficult place where you have to keep your eyes open and put your hands on the steering wheel hard, because otherwise you're gonna get yourself launched out of the wall. I mean, let's not call a 1-car traffic. I mean, shouldn't bother him too much as he passes Williams, enters second sector. What time is this gonna be?
You know that even 1 car can make you lose your time in quali. You know that? You've seen a lot of cases like that. That's why I said this problem.
Sometimes. Okay, Skamagas rounding up his lap, and he's gonna give a slipstream to his teammate Giannis, who is entering the main straight with a slipstream from his friend. So that is a great teamwork at display from the Aston Martin boys. So Skamagas crosses the finish line, he goes P8, and now his teammate Giannis is gonna have plenty of slipstream from his teammate to go into this hot lap. So this might be a good time.
Outside of the track, Skamagas went outside the track, so he could give as much as possible the slipstream to Giannis.
Yeah, that is a great teamwork from Skamagas. He basically sacrificed a couple of minutes from his session to let his teammate have some more. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the eyes are on the Lions as our gamer leaves the pits on soft tire compound. So that is going to be lap, which is going to target pole position. Let's not pretend that it's not going to. Gamer against Christian, the championship rivalry this season, delivered plenty of great moments. The quali session, usually the most unpredictable one.
A
lot of things can go right and wrong.
Crowley, he's on a hot lap right now.
Oh, Crowley's on a hot lap. Okay, let's stick with the Alpine as Gamer is still on an out lap. Christian is in the pits. Tilde is on a hot lap as well. Lepson is on an out lap. Hot lap improving. So plenty of drivers are looking to improve on their laps right now. Naiko, he invalidated his lap time on softs, but I think it was a hot lap. So Naiko will have to go one more round if he wants a good time on these softs, as he still hasn't set time on those. Giannis is just finished his lap and is going P6. I mean, it's not the worst result, but looking at the fact you get a whole long straight of the slipstream, yeah.
The slipstream was very powerful.
Yeah, it was, but in my opinion, I was expecting more because he now goes P7.
Purple sector 2, I know maybe it's the bug of the game.
Maybe, I don't know.
But let's keep in mind that Crowley is improving a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what he will be able to do.
I'm not sure it's
It's
lot.
almost 1 second behind Christian right now.
Yeah, and he's going P2. Okay, 127.09. I mean, not the worst result. Sitting comfortable at that P2 so far. So let's see if he's gonna hold on to it and for how long.
I think Christian's gonna. If the race is going according to the qualies, Christian will have no problem taking the win.
Yeah, I mean,
if we take
we'll see about
the times that the people are setting. Ooh! Oh my god, Gamer is starting?
Yeah, Gamer is starting his hot lap, so let's not give Christian a pole position just about now. We still got 6 minutes, my friend, in this qualifying session, and Gamer is looking to dethrone his opponent.
Very hard for Gamer to cover 8 tenths of a second.
Come on, he was on mediums. He can do the impossible. That's why he's fighting for the championship and leading with 2 races left to go. Look at this. Purple sector, 2 tenths of improvement. So I'm not going to say it's impossible. Yes, exactly. Like I said. So Gamer is on the run and he is looking to challenge Christian. Let's see what's going to be improvement after second sector. Is this going to be close to being closer towards pole position as Gamer swarms past these corners? 0.5, fourth of improvement. Yeah, with 1 more sector to go, it is possible that he will beat Christian for pole position with 5 minutes left to go. Then again, it's not the last one we've heard from Christian, so we're going to have to keep our eyes open on him as well as Gamer rounds his final corner of his first proper hot lap on softs. He's going to enter the main long straight to deliver the time, and he goes P2 with 126.364, so it's not a pole position.
And I'm going with Christian now to see what he's not improving. Christian
he's not improving. So Gamer with 4 minutes left to go. Most likely going to go for 1 more round. That is going to be the final chance to dethrone Christian, who is still leading this qualifying session, being at P1. Basco is P4, by the way, behind Crowley. Futuristic P5. Very small gaps, very small differences between the guys from P5, P6, P7, P8, so close to each other.
And I think Christian is going to start now a new hot lap. I think he's gonna start a new hot lap. Yes. No.
No.
Come on, guys.
This
Why
time
are you
you're
saving
wrong.
your ERS if you're gonna pit? Come on. Yeah, Jesus.
Why are you? Calm down, buddy. Calm down. We still got a long way to
They're
go.
getting me confused. I don't know if they're gonna pit or not.
Zoom delivers P3 out of nowhere. So here he comes. Now he's on P3. So that is interesting. Wongfi just said in the chat while he's still racing in this race that quali is my practice. I mean, that is one way to approach qualifying session. I mean, it's not like he can't do it, but it is an interesting decision nonetheless. So,
we're gonna have a lot of fights today, guys. Get ready.
Yeah, Christian P1. I mean, if Gamer would have his handman Zoom right behind him, it would be perfect for him because Zoom can just defend all the way. Gamer could just follow Christian to the end and just pick up a championship because if he's gonna finish second, Christian can't do anything about it, and then Gamer will be crowned champion. So the current situation is absolutely perfect for two Red Bulls. They can just follow Christian, and Zoom will just fend off any incoming attacks from probably Basco. That is if he can hold on to that position and defend the Gamer from everybody else. So
I have
right now it's
the
good
new
for them.
guy, the Ghost, and Yanis on the outlap. Yanis is taking the lead.
Yeah, the final round of laps is about to begin. Christian is on an outlap, so he's gonna try to attempt to improve even more. I mean, not like he has to right now, but then again, maybe Gamer has some pace to spare, and it will go even faster. There he is, out onto the track goes Gamer, so it's gonna be a one more attempt, the championship leader to go for pole position against Christian. So that is gonna be an interesting fight all the way to the wire. Nyko still without time set on softs properly, so he's gonna have to do it this lap as well. And Zoom has retired. He is done with 2 minutes left to go, entering the pits from his fast lap. He's not gonna improve anymore, so unless somebody takes him that P3 away from him, it's not gonna be beaten. So Christian and Gamer. Christian will begin his hot lap first before Gamer, so we have to keep our eyes open for that. Who's going to be the first man to start hot lap, though? That would be an Aston Martin of Janis. So Janis has now begun his hot lap. He's looking to improve from that P8, but it's going to be difficult for him as he had a lot of slipstream from his teammate on the first lap. So unless he made a huge mistake, I was about to say, it's not going to improve too much. That was a small mistake and exiting the first corner. So a bit of issue from Janis. Hopefully he can make it work. Lepson now beginning his hot lap as well. But all we care about right now, Christian and Gamer, as these two guys will go at it
Janis
for
is improving
the
almost half a
tonight.
second.
Ooh, okay,
Ooh.
that is huge. Another small issue, very close call for Janis. So there is a pace to spare, but a couple of mistakes were made along the way. So Aston Martin, that is not a small mistake, that is a huge mistake, as Janis slips, hits the wall, loses his front wing. So that is the end of the session for the Aston Martin, as he's not going to have time to improve anymore. So that is it. And now Christian and Gamer has both begun their hot laps. So let's keep our eyes open on McLaren and Red Bull. Who's going to take pole position, unless it's going to be someone else, which we might see in a minute. But as of right now, we need to see what's going to happen. So we know Zoom and Giannis are the only one who so far definitely won't improve. Everybody else, it's for them to grab. So let's see. Christian improving. Oh my goodness. The pole sitter improves even more after the first sector. And what about our Gamer? Is he going to improve as well? Yes. But is it going to be enough? Looking at the fact that this would be enough for the current time, but Christian is improving as well.
If my eyes are seeing things correctly, Gamer improved for 0.7 of a second.
Okay, Basco has retired. He is done. We've got purple second sector from Christian, which means he's improving all the way through.
Almost to
the interesting sight. Yeah, Lepson goes P4. That is the final lap from him in the session. Crowley P5. That is done for him. Janis finishes P8. Tilde P9. Skamagas drops to P11 after Nyko goes up. Larson P7. And now Christian across the finish line. How much is it going to be improved? 125.8 9. And can Gamer somehow respond to this and go for pole position in Saudi Arabia? He can't. He's going to be on the front row unless Futuristic can do something about it. Not so sure about that. So Christian from pole position and our Gamer from the front row. The championship rivals will start it off here in Saudi Arabia from P1 and P2. Did Zoom finish P3? Yes, so that is a huge advantage for Red Bull and for, most importantly, our Gamer, the championship leader, who's gonna have not only ability to start from the top, but also you'll have his teammate right behind him who can do all his dirty work. Again, remember, if Gamer finishes P1, P2, or P3 with the fastest lap of the race, he'll be crowned champion here tonight. So that is definitely a goal for the Red Bull boys. They want to keep Gamer up in the front and help everybody else to... Zoom will help everybody hold back everybody from...
And now the million-dollar question. Are we gonna see kamikaze dive from Gamer in the first turn?
What do you mean? No, why would we see that? What the hell? I mean, it's not even worth it because, yeah, sure, if he takes out Christian, the gap stays the same, but he can just do it tonight. He doesn't have to take out Christian. What do you mean? In fact, it would be more beneficial to Christian to take out Gamer because then he can just beat him in the final race, but no, come on, don't do that.
I'm not doing anything, I'm just asking. Come on.
No, and I'm answering the question.
After
all
these years, you should have learned me by now. Come on.
I know you, but I also know the guys will not do it. I also know the boys will not do it. That's not the way it's supposed to be done. You can take a lot of things from Ayrton Senna, but don't take that dive. No, please. Don't be like that.
I imagine, okay, in my mind now I have the face of Gamer with a little bit of red horns above his head, laughing evil.
Yeah, absolutely. That is totally the way you describe him. He definitely looks like that.
You are mine! Okay. You shall not pass! Okay.
Yes, Zoom's gonna have to do the you shall not pass, because if Zoom holds on to his position and nobody will pass Gamer, it is a perfect situation for them. And look at this! Gamer on hard compounds, while Zoom is on mediums.
Same as Christian.
And yeah, but Zoom on mediums and Gamer on hards, that is a question for me. Why? Because all they have to do is just put Zoom...
up to 15 lap and go for the softs.
Yeah, but Zoom will be faster than Gamer at the beginning of the race, right? I mean, technically, of course, speaking.
Yes, but you have to remember this track is very slippery. So if you make a little mistake, you saw Giannis at the last lap that he went fast, but the track is very tricky, very slippery.
No, but I mean, like, I get it, but I mean, like, purely tactical-wise, this doesn't make much sense to me, because if you put Zoom on hards and you would put Gamer on mediums, Gamer would just slip away, just run for his life on that P2, which gives him the championship if he finishes there. And Zoom would be slower, so he won't even try to pass Gamer, won't be able to pass Gamer, while he holds back the opposition. Now, he needs to hold back everybody, but he'll be faster than Gamer. So why?
Theory. I have to say that maybe Gamer wants to Zoom to overtake Christian and hold him back long enough.
That is a possibility. I mean...
Conspiracy theories, you know?
I mean, that is an option, yes, but he puts a lot of faith in the fact that, one, Zoom will catch Christian, he will pass him, he will slow him down enough for it to work, and Gamer would not lose position to, for example, Lepson, who is right behind them, on mediums. So, it is a lot harder to pull off, in my opinion, than my idea, but thankfully I'm not a tactician guy, I'm just a commentary guy, so that's why I have a microphone, not a pen and the paper, so yeah.
They don't pay us for a pen and paper. That's why we don't have a pen and paper. They don't pay us enough money to have a pen and paper.
They pay you anything at all? Come on, I'm fine. They don't pay both of us.
Not even a burger,
I'm finding out right now. You're the one getting paid and I'm not.
Not even a single burger, man. Come on. This is not. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Not even an orange juice. to keep my strength up. Come on.
Exactly. Saudi Arabia. Christian and Gamer. Tier 2 Season 14 Championship Rivalry. If Gamer finishes in the top 3, well, P3, he needs a fastest lap. He'll be crowned champion.
I don't have a
tonight.
good camera, guys, so I'm gonna go on board.
Yeah, you can go on board with Christian, then after the first turn it should be good. So, Gamer, Zoom, Christian, we'll be looking at those guys a lot today. As the lights go out and we are racing in Saudi Arabia, and what's gonna happen in the front? Christian makes a nice getaway, Gamer has a nice start as well, and who's gonna be first after turn 1? Christian is the same, and look at this Zoom! He's caught up in a massive mayhem, and he's slowing down everybody behind him. Ooh, Zoom off the wall! A huge impact in the beginning, in the first corners.
We have an Aston
You have
Martin
yellow
behind
flags in the
Skamagas.
backs. Yes, we've lost Skamagas, who is down to all the way to the bottom. So Christian is pulling away. Gamer tries to follow him through as Lepson is now P3. He passed Zoom in the middle of the carnage. So did Crowley Voice. Zoom dropped all the way down to P7, and he might have some damage on him. So the Red Bull situation just got from perfect to an absolutely terrible. That is unless Gamer can just pull away from Lepson, which he's trying to do right now. He knows that Lepson will be faster in the beginning. He will gain advantage as the race progresses. So he needs to focus on staying behind Christian right now and pull away from Lepson, who is in P3 right now. Gap between the two, 1.2
amazing start
already.
from Yanis. He went up to P5 right now from P10.
Yeah,
I think. What was his starting place? I forgot.
We can check that. Give me a moment. So positions gained. Giannis gained 4 positions since the race has begun, while Zoom dropped 4 positions. So yeah.
I'm going to check
Christian
Skamagas if he's having
Skamagas.
Skamagas.
Ooh. Lapson can't even catch Gamer while on mediums while he's on hard, so that's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to keep an eye on that. So, who's the closest to a possible overtake? Tilde, who is rounding up Futuristic as we speak. He's going to try to go around the outside into turn 1. Zoom makes a pass for P6 only momentarily. Both Gatstrike and Skamagas in the pits. A bit of contact between Tilde and Futuristic.
Has front-wing damage. That's why he speeded.
Ooh. Yeah, that must have been done during this carnage. Look at Zoom. Look at Zoom. He must have some kind of damage as well. He drops another position. He goes down to P8. That is not a great
if
situation
he has
for Red Bull
damage, is something that we can't see right now. Maybe he sees the damage, but we can't see it. It's not enough to see.
Maybe it's a side pod damage. I don't know, but there's definitely something wrong with Red Bull. He dropped all the way down to P8. He's not looking good right now. And Larson, who is getting way closer towards Wong Fei right now, he's going to try to make a possible move up into P9, while he's also being chased down by Futuristic, who's going to try to pass him anytime as well, hunting that pointing position. Gamer keeps a comfortable lead over Lepson. I mean, 1.4 while being on the worst tire set is just an absolute domination. It shows why these two, Christian Gamer, are going at it in this season for the championship. As we say that, Futuristic makes a move round the outside on Larson. Nice move from the Ferrari driver, and he gets him up into P10, pointing position. Christian picks up the fastest lap of the race.
Oh my god.
That might also come in handy if he wants to be sure he just can't allow Christian Gamer to have one. Maiko up into P6 ahead of Basco as they go into turn 1. We're going to see a lot of overtakes on the main straight with the DRS and into turn 1.
I'm staying at the back of the grid with the Larson and Futuristic. They are fighting each other.
Larson, Futuristic. There's a fight there. We also have a fight between the guys in P3, P4, but they're not going at it so far. I mean, in Saudi Arabia, we don't see too much wheel-to-wheel racing. It's more of a race about holding the racing line, who's going to do it the best. Gatstrike is in the pits as well again, as he goes for a second stop. Must have done something wrong there. So, he goes down to P14, and Crowley Voice is getting very much closer towards Lepson. He might think about passing him in the next DRS zone. He's getting closer towards the Williams. He's way quicker, but he's going to give it up for now. We saw that throttle go a bit off the throttle, so he's going to be sitting at P4, while Futuristic, Tilde, and Larson are very close to each other.
Maybe he was waiting this DRS to overtake.
Yeah. Might just try to do that. So yeah, Crowley Voice just get past Lepson, but then again, we're probably gonna see a switch anytime soon. Basco and Naiko very close to the wall, but they somehow fit right next to the wall, and there goes Zoom trying to pass both of them on the inside into turn 1. Ooh, Freeman White possibly? Yes, it is, inviting everybody. No, Naiko backs it off, and Zoom, ooh, a bit off the track. He's gonna try to survive in P7, but he won't be able to. He's down to P8. Yellow flags in the back, and that is Futuristic, who is for some reason that we haven't seen off the track after the first corner, so that is harsh for a Ferrari driver who goes out of the pointing position. Look at the gap between Crowley and Gamer. Look at the gap. 2.3 while they're on better tire is wild.
No. You don't have to, you can't say that because Crowley all this time. Okay. The 2.75 gap is because of Lepson. It's not because of Crowley.
Yeah, but Lepson wasn't catching anything at all. I mean, Lepson was behind them this whole time, and he only kept pulling away from them.
Closing the gap slowly.
Is he? Nah, easy. 2.3, 2.2. I mean, we can keep an eye on this, but I think he's just gonna stay the same, and later on they're gonna gain even more.
It was at 2.4, I think.
Yes, and it's 2.4 right now. So come on, like, he's not catching them. He's trying to keep up, but he's not catching them. So we've got overtake from Naiko, who goes up into P6 yet again. The rivalry continues between the Alfa Romeo and the Alfa Tauri.
Crowley has 70% DRS and Gamer has 25. Go figure.
Not gonna pass him anytime soon, that is for sure. So Naiko and Basco switching places yet again, and Tilde and Wongfi has swapped positions as Tilde goes up into P9 ahead of Haas. Now Larson trying to pick up a place as well, but he's not gonna squeeze himself past that Haas. He's gonna have to back it off as Wongfi is now gonna follow Tilde. So we have two battles for the position constantly, Basco, Naiko, and then the guys from the P10 all the way down, from P9 all the way down to P11. So that is two different types of fights. And Wongfi and Tilde completely off the track. So through goes Larson up into P9 as both drivers just let him pass seemingly after those horrendous mistakes. And Williams is up into P9, Tilde down to P10, and Wongfi is out of the pointing position for now.
Our chat is sleeping right now or something. I don't hear any comments.
Your mission for the rest of the race from Damien is to not watch Crowley.
Okay. How much do you give me? Okay. How much do you give me?
Lifehack, you can just watch Lepson, who is overtaking him right now, so we can see your boy as Lepson makes a move up into P3. And he's back into a podium situation. Ooh, Lepson with a huge mistake. Did he punch the wall? I don't think he did. I think he saved it just in time. But he slipped heavily going down to P5. But that was definitely too close for comfort for Lepson, as Giannis is looking for his opportunity as well. Bumping with Alpine, going a bit off the track. Yellow flags, and Gat Strike is the first driver to crash out. That's going to call for a safety car. There it is, full safety car. The first one of the day. I think it's a bit too early for mediums, don't you think? Or is it? I mean, hards for the next following laps.
Mediums.
Difficult situation.
Okay, we know that you can go with hards, you can go all the way to the end. But
yes, but you need a pit stop, so.
But what Christian and Gamer will do? I
think the best option is just to stay out right now and just hope for a later safety car, or just go for softs at the ending stages.
I don't think it's worth it, because.
You think it's worth to come in right now?
We are at lap 6, and let's say we go and put the mediums on, and we have 3 laps on the safety car. We go lap 9. 16 laps on the mediums, it's doable, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of tire wear.
Yeah, thank you for that precise analysis. Damien just realized that Gat Strike is DICE. I mean, you should have known from the fact they called it a safety car, but whatever. Yeah. So we've got a full safety car.
Why
and
he changed
I can
his
see them
name?
come to the front line. I don't know. Christian in the pits, Gamer in the pits, so Crowley in the pits, everybody coming into the pits,
Mediums.
flooding the pit
I
lane.
thought so. They will go with mediums.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see a single person staying out right now, to be honest. There goes Larson, Wong Fei, and if Futuristic is gonna come into the pits, everybody will. No, he's the only man to stay out under this safety car, and he's gonna be leading the race. Yes, he will. Futuristic takes the lead of the race here in Saudi Arabia without pitting. He's the only man who hasn't stopped under the safety car. Christian comes up behind him on mediums
We
with
have one
Gamer,
Ferrari.
so...
We have one Ferrari.
Yeah, the next question to you, Babs. Do they go to the finish line on the mediums, or do they go mediums, softs? Of course, we're not talking about a possible next safety car. Without a safety car, do you go to the finish line on these mediums, or do you go for softs?
Yes, but it will be like 70% tire wear. I think.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I mean,
about 60 to 70. I'm not exactly sure how much.
Oh. Look at this, Wong Fei. Soft tires. I mean, interesting, to say the least.
He knows
The Haas
something
on
that we
softs.
don't know, probably.
Or maybe we know something he doesn't. That also could be the case. No idea.
So
I don't know
Kiat
much.
strike his dice. Tell him to change the name back because we don't know who is driving.
What do you mean you don't know? Everybody knew from the beginning. You're the one sleeping.
Everybody knew but me, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you and Damien and a couple of guys, but other than that, everybody knew. Come on. Yeah.
For example, who is this new guy? Okay, the ghost.
Leb Ghost? No idea.
Yeah, the
that
Leb
must
Ghost.
be some new upper runner,
The newbie.
you know, upper
The
comer.
newbie.
I mean, he is talented. P6 in your SLR debut. Amazing drive from the Williams.
He ran yesterday too. What debut?
Wow, 2 races in your first week in SLR. What a huge achievement from Leb Ghost.
He wants to prove things.
Splendid.
He wants to prove
Wants
things.
to
probably.
prove. Wants to prove he's not the man we used to know him. He's now a different man. He's the machinery.
So we have one more lap under safety car, and this is putting us lap 9 starting. Okay.
I just want to point it out that as the things stay right now, if this race would have finished in this moment, we would still have a championship finale in Austria because Gamer is third, but without the fastest lap. If Gamer wants to have a championship tonight, he needs a P3 with the fastest lap or P2 or P1. So as of right now, Gamer's not champion yet. Of course, keep that in mind that Futuristic still hasn't came into the pits for his planned stop. This might change soon enough, but as we stay right now, the championship battle is still on. So it's going to be a lap 9 safety car restart out of 25 in total. Skamagas is in the pits. Has he came in the pits 2 times under 1 safety car? I'm not sure. Did he? I think he did.
But you put mediums on. Unless he had a drive-through, I don't throw any penalty for drive-through.
No idea.
Besides, he
No
had
idea.
set
Haven't
the
noticed
drive-through
drive.
penalty under safety car. I'm saying
Yeah, I was about to
stupid
say
things
that.
right now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but even if, when would he pick up a drive-through? We didn't even have a safety car before that, so I don't think he would have a drive-through. I don't know. Anyway, we're still waiting for the cars to go racing again with Futuristic. Will be the man who's gonna restart the race, and I have to wonder, does Crowley have a shot against Gamer on a worse tire situation? He was in a better tire situation last time we see these guys right behind each other, and Crowley was holding on against Gamer, not catching him but not falling off, and now he'll be in a worse tires. So that is an interesting to see if we're gonna have a shift.
We know that the thing about the compounds is safety car in this lap, as we expected. Is at anybody's discretion. Some people run better on hards than mediums. You know that,
Exactly.
we all know that, and it's all about the driver.
Yep,
Now,
as you say,
are we
precise.
gonna have carnage at the last turn?
No idea. We had Carnage into first corner of the first lap, so maybe. I'm looking at Futuristic to see when he's gonna go fully deep on the throttle. Is it before the final corner? After? In the middle of it? No idea. So far, still sneaking towards the final corner, so he might do it on the main straight. Still keeping us waiting. Futuristic. The Ferrari driver slowly but surely, patiently awaits for him to go. They can't go before him. He's the one restarting. Holding it a bit too long, mate, and there he goes. Ferrari is off, and McLaren right behind him with Gamer trying to find his way past through as the Crowley voice lines up behind him. Gamer looking for his chance, backs it off for now. Heading into turn 1, everybody for the top 5 made it clean. Skamagas passes Wong Fi and Basco passes Lepson, and we are racing surprisingly clean after the first corner. Looking at how he went in turn 1. Oh, look at Gamer! Gamer passed Christian, but was it on the track? No idea. I don't think it was. No, he's giving the position back, so it was off the track overtake. He's now giving the position back to McLaren. I was about to say that was not on the track. And Giannis, he is all the way in the back after going off the track with a spin. No idea. Was it caused by someone or his own mistake, but he's down to the bottom. Zoom makes a pass for P7 as he overtakes Lepson as we speak right now. And Gamer, that was a surprising situation for him that he found himself in. He needed to pass that position because if he would get that penalty for not passing position... Oh, Futuristic in the wall! Another a safety car. Yeah, that is a full SC again. Futuristic in the wall. Christian leads. Gamer second. As we head for the second full safety car. Aye. And now it's an interesting situation because the guys who pitted for fresh hearts, what can they do more than just stay out unless they have a...
I would bid for fresh mediums.
If they have fresh mediums, remember, plenty of guys made Delta runs on mediums. This is why Christian made a Delta run on fresh intermediates instead of mediums. So now he has that one extra medium set. So Christian avoids the pit lane, so does Gamer. Everybody avoids in the pit lane, so I guess it's just one huge team call to not get into the pits, but definitely Lepson was not in that messenger group chat because he was left out of the conversation as everybody was like, nah, we're not pitting, and Lepson wasn't informed, so was Giannis. Giannis had damage after that spinning, and his tires were rough, so yeah, Giannis gets a pass on this one. Lepson was just left out on the party, so Christian... He's going to be restarting the next safety car, followed by his championship rival. And the situation is tough for Christian. He had Futuristic ahead of Gamer, which was comfortable for him. And now with Futuristic, well, being gone under circumstances we all saw, the only thing Christian can now do is pray to all the gods in the universe and hope for Crowley Voice to pass Gamer or somebody else, anyone to pass Gamer, but Crowley Voice is the closest person to do so, and hold him off. But it's seems very tough. I mean, the good news for Christian is, right now you have a safety car. Those fresh mediums of Gamer and Christian as well, of course, are now gonna get a bit used out of the safety car. You know, you're not using their full potential. Again, it's very, not a huge advantage, but it is something if you want to take a look at the bright side of light for Christian. If you want to look at it from Gamer's perspective, that is a great, absolutely perfect situation for Gamer. Another safety car gives him more laps that he doesn't have to push all the way through. He doesn't risk anything. He doesn't risk crashing, spinning. Futuristic just typed XD in the chat. Futuristic, what happened? Come on. YouTube chat interview. What happened, mate? What have you done? Or did somebody else did it to you? Tell us. From the spirits world that we can't reach right now. Be our ghost. Lab ghost. So... every single lap spent underneath the safety car, like I said, is beneficial for Gamer. The less racing he gets in this race is better because he's in a comfortable position. But then again, he's going to have less time to fix his issues once the issue would occur. So he's going to have to hope for everything to go right. Christian, in the most difficult spot for himself, can't do anything else just to focus on himself. He has to win the race, and that's what he has to focus on. Actually didn't count it if... Wait a minute. Bubs, can you please do the math for me, right?
Okay.
If Christian wins the race and Gamer comes second, what is the championship situation? Because I'm pretty sure the championship would be alive then, wouldn't it? I mean, would it be alive?
Let me check the standings right now.
Check the stat. There was a 10-point gap, so just if there was a 10-point gap, I'm not great at math, so we can all laugh at me right now. But if there was a 10-point gap between the two, Christian gets 25, so there's only 15 points worth of gap, and Gamer is second, that's 18. No, so Gamer would still win the title, even if Christian wins the race, if I'm correct. If I'm not, laugh all the way you want from me. I barely passed my finals for math. That's why I'm not calculating anything. I'm just hoping for it to work. But if I'm correct, which I think I am, even Christian winning the race is not enough to fight for the championship in Austria. Because if Gamer finishes second behind him, he would still pick up the title, right? I think it is.
Okay, second place gives how much?
18 points, if I'm correct. I believe it is 18. Oh, what happened to Wong Fei? Wait a minute. As we speak about it, Wong Fei just dropped a whole lot of distance between himself and Giannis. I'm not sure why that happened. Was it the spin? Was it a mistake? Was it a pit stop? But it's all the way down there. Maybe I just missed him. Maybe it was a planned pit stop. I don't know. How are your calculations working, buddy? Am I correct? Am I wrong?
18, you said?
Am I wrong? 18 points for P2, yes. While having a 10-point lead before the race. That would give him 28. Gap. Decreased by 25. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Ocean Chief, Christian 10 points behind Gamer heading into this race. Yeah, we established that a mile ago. I was thinking about the championship possibility.
Okay, if Gamer stays at P2, he goes up to 237.
Okay, we're gonna come back to this because we're racing again, so we're gonna leave the calculations for later. Right now we are racing again in Saudi Arabia, and Christian a great start. Gamer not so much, but Crowley Voice is not gonna have a chance to go into turn 1 after the Red Bull, which might mean that Gamer can now pull away. Lap Ghost is the first driver who receives a penalty in this race. Actually, later than I expected, 12 laps in. He gets a 3-second time penalty for track violation, so that is the first penalty of the day. I'm not talking to you, lol. Alright, who do we have going on? We've got Crowley Voice defending from Basco and from Nyko as well, as the championship rivals pull away to do their thing. Christian, all he can do right now is just to head to the finish line. Gamer following him through. Without the final safety car, a third one, I don't think there's too much that can change in the direction of the championship rivalry. So Gamer, he just needs to hope to not see a third safety car in this race, while Christian has to do the exactly opposite thing. So we've got Nyko pushing hard on Basco, trying to find a way past the Alfa Romeo driver as the Alpha Tauri man is getting closer and closer, following him in the slipstream. That is looking quite great for him as he goes down the inside into the final corner, and he makes a pass for P4, while there is an intense battle in the back between Leps and Skamagas. Skamagas, who just hit Lepson from the back a bit. I wonder who took more damage from this one, because Skamagas hit him a bit hard, so this might cause a bit of front wing damage. Giannis is catching up towards his teammate as he's going to pass him down the inside into first turn, and he's now going to try to hunt down Lepson, while Lepson's teammate Larson is now going to push on Skamagas. So it's an Aston Martin against Williams showdown for the pointing positions, as Larson is right now the only one from this 4-person team out of the points. So is Wong Fei from P12 in a Haas. Crowley Voice already 0.9 behind Gamer, a bit more of pace from the Red Bull, and he will drop out of the possible DRS from the Red Bull driver. That would basically mean that he won't catch him until the end of the race, if not at all. So that's going to be a difficult spot for the Alpine to be in, as Nyko is trying to hunt down Crowley Voice. He's on the mediums. Nyko is actually having a wonderful pace right now, so he might have to have something to say about that fight for podium and maybe even more. So that is a great opportunity for the AlphaTauri driver. Then again, the tires will be in favor of the hard drivers on the ending laps. Wong Fei just overtook Larson to pick up P11, so Larson gets down to 12, Skamagas drops heavily towards Janis, while Janis is still catching up towards Lepson, trying to fight against him despite his penalty. He wants to pass him as soon as possible. We're going to see some moves into turn 1. Christian picks up a fastest lap of the race so far. I mean, that's the most he could have done so far. DRS is now enabled. Nyko picks up P3 after passing Crowley Voice. And good news for Christian because Nyko is on a run right now. He has a great pace and he's trying to catch Gamer. If Christian will defend hard enough, Nyko will definitely put a fight towards Gamer as he's on the pace right now. But he's going to have to give him a bit of helping hand because without Christian's defense on Gamer, Nyko doesn't seem to be catching him enough. So the best Christian can do right now in McLaren is just hold on to Gamer, try to defend from him, slow him down a bit, of course, all in the rules of fair play and the FIA rules, and hold on to wait for Nyko, try to get back at it, because if Crowley Voice will throw a fight against Nyko for that P3 for the podium, then the chances of him catching Gamer will be reduced to 0, as he's already dropped 0.3 worth of seconds during the time as I was speaking about it, so that is not looking great for Nyko. The battle for the final positions are still on, but the boys have left some space between each other. Lepson is now 0.6 behind Janis, who is 0.5 behind. Tilde is now actually catching towards the Alfa Romeo, so he's gonna throw a challenge to him surely anytime soon. And then ahead of him will be, sorry, Tilde, not Pascal. Tilde. Then Zoom will be ahead of Tilde, so this could be looking like a 2 positions gained. Our Gamer just picked up a fastest lap of the race. That is important for him. If he were to drop a position by some kind of mistake, even P3 with that fastest lap will give him a championship. 3 points. If Christian wins and Gamer second, then the gap will be 3 points with our Gamer still leading. Okay, so
it's P8.
Nyko is P8.
Whoa!
Oh, that's why. That's what happened, but it's not gonna call for a safety car. No, it will not bring out a safety car, so that's not gonna happen. We've got info that Christian wins. Gamer second, the gap will be 3 points. Okay, I was thinking that something was wrong in here because he'll have 28 and 25. Yeah, so if this were to finish as it stands right now, then heading into Austria, we'll have a championship decider with 3 points of gap between Christian and Gamer for Gamer's favorite. I don't know why I thought it was going to be ending here in Saudi. I know why. I thought it was going to be ending under circumstances. Christian will not score a point, but he is very much scoring points as the things stay right now. He's leading the race, but this might change because Gamer goes down the inside using the DRS to become the leader of this race for the first time tonight. Gamer is leading in Saudi Arabia, followed by Christian. So I don't know why I was thinking that championship might end tonight. I was like, yeah, this will be enough for Gamer, but only under circumstance Christian will not score a point. I have no idea why I was thinking he will not score a point. Maybe it's some kind of bad jinx or a prediction. I don't know. Hopefully not for any of those guys. Oops.
You are biased.
Anyway,
you are biased. I know you're biased.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I just want them to go to Austria to decide the title there. I want to see the fight go on for as long as possible. I don't want it to finish today so we can have a battle for P3 next week. Who wants to see that? We want to see a battle for the win. Nyko retires, but in the pit lane. So we're not going to have a safety car. I was about to deliver my heart on the line, but I won't because we only have retirement in the pit lane, which means we're not going to have a safety car. Third one so far in this race. Maybe we'll see another one. So after Nyko basically took himself out, Basco is now in P3.
He's struggling to keep the car on track.
Yeah, so a bit of pressure for the Alfa Romeo driver. That is a podium opportunity because with Nyko out of the picture, Crowley Voice and Basco are favorites to go for podium. But Janis is on the run. He's on the mediums, a better tire situation for him, and he's catching them nicely. He gets underneath 1 second gap, which means he's gonna have a DRS on Crowley Voice in the next DRS zone.
Crowley has DRS on Basco.
1 second. Yeah, so all these guys have a DRS right now. They will be hunting Basco down. As Crowley looking for a way to pass him on the inside.
Oh my god!
Can't do it quite yet. So it's gonna definitely look out for it. Okay, so with the championship will not be decided tonight because unless Christian gets 0 points, which doesn't seem like to happen, but maybe. Let's keep our eyes open for the battle for the podium as Crowley Voice regains P3 from Basco, but that is far from over as Giannis is already waiting for his spot to pass their opponents as well. And Zoom and Tilde, these guys are still in it as well, despite being a bit further in the back. They're still in that fight, so this might be interesting. Crowley trying to gain a bit of space between himself and Basco, as Giannis is now looking for a way past Alfa Romeo driver, as he's on a better tire situation right now, in a better tire situation. Tilde going after P6 after Zoom has gone off the track. It's going to cause him to lose plenty of positions. He goes down to P9, a heavy one for Zoom. Not the first time tonight as well. So Basco is now starting to fall off from Crowley Voice a bit. Crowley is starting to pull some gap on the Alfa Romeo, trying to pull away from that 1 second gap between them two in order to not give a DRS, while Giannis is still riding behind Basco, trying to find a way past the Alfa Romeo driver. Our gamer still leading with Christian 0.4 behind him. Not really too much to expect from the two boys, except for the final lap where they're going to go all out for the win. But as of right now, the best fight we've got going on is for the P3. And for the positions in the back, Zoom is trying to regain positions on Wong Fi. He's trying to get back into P8 from P9. So, Babs, do you think we're going to see any type of safety cars until the end of the race, the third one?
I don't know. Basco is trying to overtake Crowley. He's on the outside. And Giannis is coming behind him. And I don't know if he's gonna attempt. Retired Skamakas in the pit lane, so we don't have safety car.
Yeah, and we have 10 drivers remaining in the race, which means everybody from the grid that is racing right now will have at least a point to their name after Saudi Arabia night. So, congratulations everybody for picking up points.
Your favorite driver.
I said everybody who is still racing. What part of still racing?
Yes, I know.
Are you seeing him racing?
I know you love his style, his driving style. That's why I'm saying it.
I absolutely love his driving style because when he's on the track, you know there's gonna be at least one safety car, so that is always spicing up the race. All jokes. I absolutely love the guy. I wish I could see him win the race, like genuinely live. That would be the best thing to happen in SLR in a while. But yeah, Crowley Voice is still defending
you should make another tire.
Yeah.
Okay, we will make a tire 4, and I will race alone and finish last.
Perfect. Lepson, he dropping places. Oh, let's actually switch up the camera towards Lepson, Zoom, and Wong Fu. We had some interesting moments as Lepson was defending from his opponent, and now his Zoom has gone down to P9 as Lepson is up to P8, but Lepson was just behind him right now, so it's going to be an interestingly possible fight for P8 and P7 as Wong Fu is trying to pull away, and Zoom is hunting down Lepson, trying to find a way past him. Giannis still 0.8 behind Crowley. Crowley still going against Basco. Basco made a mistake, got off the track. Crowley had a bit of slip up, but is now back into full shape and is still P3. While Giannis maybe will now try to find a way past it. Oh, actually, Giannis on mediums. 9 laps old, 12 laps old. These hards are close to be better than mediums, but so far Giannis is still keeping up nice pace. He might actually deliver. Oh, a mistake from Basco. A slight contact with the wall, and now he's sideways. And now he's in the wall.
Safety car.
Yeah, that is a full safety car. We've got wings flying.
And Giannis 5-second penalty. Why?
Everything. Oh, Giannis. That is unfortunate. It must be a game glitch. I mean, we saw that clearly. Nothing was his fault.
He says collision with Basco, but it wasn't his fault.
I'm pretty sure the FIA will take it away, that penalty, because, what Giannis could have done in this scenario? Absolutely nothing. He was wiped by his opponent. And, what can he do? If it's a 5 seconds, he's going to take it out in the pit stop. So it's a tough luck for Giannis. Okay, Gamer Christian the pits. Not a surprising here.
Of course, everybody's going to pit for softs now. Come on.
Also, by the way, I don't know if you've seen that, but Wong Fi picked up a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flag.
Yeah, I don't know what
that about.
I don't know what
is that about overtaking under the yellow flag? I have no
speeding,
idea.
Delta, maybe.
No. Delta is something different because for Delta, not only you get a drive-through, but also it's said that
Giannis
he
is
was not
serving
following
the
the
5
Delta.
second penalty.
Yeah, that is weird. So is Wong Fi. So, after the round of pit stops, the situation looks like this. It is lap 20. We're going to have a couple of laps before the finish of the race. Gamer, the championship leader, who is
And
right
Crowley
now
with
leading the
mediums,
Grand
what
Prix.
the?
Yeah, maybe he didn't have softs. Maybe he just didn't have fresh softs and he went for mediums. No idea. So, if Gamer will win and Christian will come in second, we're going to have Gamer expanding his lead over Christian. Now, by how much? I believe it is 25 for the win and 18 for P2, which would give him 7 points plus the 10 he had, which would be a 17 points advantage heading into the final round in Austria at Red Bull Ring. So that is going to be a difficult task for Christian to do. So all he can do tonight is get the best possible finish against Gamer, which as of right now would be winning in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Crowley Voice right behind him, but on a mediums. Again, another type of situation in which the driver behind Gamer and Christian seems slower than them, because mediums are technically slower than softs. And he will be defending from everybody else.
That's why you don't use all your softs on quali. You save one soft for the race, because these things keep happening in the game. So you better lose one quali round, gain one quali lap, instead of losing a whole race because you don't have the tires to support your race.
Especially in a track like Saudi Arabia, you know, when you have like walls so close to everybody, we expect a lot of crashes, we expect a lot of safety cars, so that is an important factor to think about before the race. I mean, aside from the fact we have Gamer and Christian doing Verstappen, Hamilton all the way through, nobody comes close to them, this whole race in the midfield was absolutely brilliant. We had so many position swaps, so many position shifts in this whole GP, and the battle for podium right now is absolutely brilliant. We've got Crowley Voice in P3, but he's on mediums. Tilde in P4, and he's on softs. Labs in P5, but he's on a penalty, and Giannis P6. So that is absolutely incredible fight for the podium and in the midfield so far. Let's
see what Giannis will do, because he serves his 5-second penalty. Okay, and I think if he didn't have that penalty, he would be up P4 or something.
Yeah, absolutely. He was absolutely quick, and he would have been P4 without a penalty being served in the pit lane. So that is an interesting question on how much pace does he have to spare. If it's going to be in this lap, we're going to have lap 25, 3, 4, and 5 to race. So 5 laps to go, I believe. Sorry, 4 laps.
I think safety car will be in this lap.
Yeah, I think so as well. So there'll be 4 laps of race remaining, with Gamer wanting to expand the lead over Christian before the final race. Christian wants to seize this advantage between themselves and get a bit of head starts heading into Austria, which Gamer will have anyway because he's got advantage even before the race. I mean, anything can happen. We've seen plenty of chaos, so it won't be decided until it is officially done. So we have to wait for the final lap of the final race, but as the things stay right now, Gamer's in a comfortable spot. So we can't see too much things changing right now unless the final lap will arrive. I'm thinking about who could possibly be on the podium. Of course, Tilde is a favorite right now due to his tire advantage. Crowley is third. Do you think Crowley have any kind of argument to hold on to that P3
one more lap?
On these mediums?
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I thought because I didn't have the notification at the end of Sector 2. That's why...
No. Don't worry. Safety car will be coming in this lap, and Gamer will be the man to restart our race. Right. So, where is Gamer gonna restart? We've seen plenty of restarts on the main straight.
Is the Gamer pressing the brakes, or it's my idea?
I don't have the MFD open, so we have to trust you with that information. I want to see as much action as possible. Yeah, he is pressing a bit off the brake, and he's trying to make a screenshot with the car because he's pressing throttle and brake at the same time. But anyway, he's keeping us waiting the same way Futuristic did, and he's off. There he goes, trying to catch Christian sleeping. He gained a bit. Crowley Voice holding on to that P3. Is he going to attack McLaren into turn 1? And no, he will not. We got some moves in behind us. Giannis goes for P5. Lepson drops a position. In the meantime, Zoom goes up into P7 ahead of Wong Fei. So we've got a couple of position swaps. Wong Fei repays the attack and regains the position up for himself. And Crowley Voice still holding on to that P3. Now Tilde has a job of passing him for the podium. He's on a better tire situation, so he's in a good spot, but he needs to pass Crowley clean in Saudi. It's a difficult task, but it's not an impossible one, as Christian's gonna follow our gamer all the way to the finish line to put up a fight against his championship rival. This is gonna be absolutely interesting. We're gonna have 2 laps without the DRS, remember, after the safety car, so it's gonna be a final, well, a couple of laps with DRS. It's gonna be absolutely interesting to see who's gonna win this GP. And who's going to be on the podium as Christian Gamer keep going at it. I'm trying to take a look at Tilde and Crowley difference between the 2 drivers. Tilde is catching Crowley extremely quick right now, and he's trying to pass him as soon as possible, as the soft tires do give him advantage. Giannis is trying to race him as well, because he knows with Crowley being on worse tires, he does have a shot at the podium if he passes both of these guys from Alfa Romeo and from Alpine, as they head onto lap 23 out of 25 planned in the race. Zoom gets himself past Wong Fei again. The rivalry continues, and Basco makes a move as well. Can he make 2 positions down into turn 1? Most likely, as the Alfa Romeo driver picks up 2 positions at the end of the first corner. Not exactly. Zoom trying to hold on. Is he? I mean, looks like Basco, and it is Basco heading up into P7 against Zoom as they get side by side, and Basco wins the position from the Red Bull driver. And look at this, Tilde is still holding, Crowley, he's still holding on to P3. He doesn't want to let go of Tilde. Tilde will not have a lot of laps with DRS, so he needs to think about doing it right here and right now. Of course, nobody wants to be ahead of somebody else with DRS while the final lap is on, because the last long main straight, as we've seen both in real life and here in SLR, could be deadly if you are the guy in front without a DRS. So you want to have a DRS on the final lap. That is, if you have a comfortable gap. So far, Tilde is holding on to that gap between himself and Crowley Voice. It is quite comfortable for him, as he might try to find his way past him even before the final lap. It's going to be difficult. It's not an impossible task to perform. We also have stacked midfield with Zoom, Wong Fei, and Basco still going at it. Zoom trying to go around the outside into the final corner, and he will try to pass Basco around the outside, as Wong Fei was trying to slip himself as well. He can't do that, and the Red Bull driver, squeezed to the wall by Basco, but it's gonna make up a position, goes P7, while Christian picks up fastest lap of the race. DRS is now enabled. Gentlemen, 2 laps to go. Let's get this going, and who's gonna win in Saudi Arabia, with Gamer leading us from Christian. Crowley Voice holding on to the podium so far, but now with DRS enabled, a lot of things will shift, most likely, with 2 laps to go. Gap between the leader, 0.4. Christian, this is how much he needs to catch our gamer, while Tilde, he actually dropped significantly towards Crowley Voice. It was about 0.2 in a minute. It is now 0.5. It was a bit more than that seconds ago, because it all shifts heavily and very quickly, so we're gonna have to keep our eyes open for any upcoming maneuver. But so far, as we're getting closer towards the end of lap 24, nothing has changed in the front. Christian still behind Gamer. Crowley actually expanding his lead over Tilde, trying to hold on to the podium situation. Wong Fei overtakes Basco for P8, and Christian, he will now have plenty of opportunities to pass the Gamer. Now he just needs to pick the best one and do it properly. But Crowley Voice, look at him go! Medium tires, not a fear in the world, nothing to lose. DRS wide open. This is gonna be an amazing showdown on the final lap. Crowley, Christian, and Gamer. Who's gonna win this race? Crowley Voice! If he was gonna jump on the inside, would have been amazing, but he definitely would have picked some heads off. So he had to back it off, and he's gonna still sit in that P3. As Christian, he wasted a bit of time. He was trying to focus on Crowley. Now he lost a bit of advantage towards Gamer, who's trying to expand it, but he's in a difficult spot. Remember, that final long main straight does give you DRS on the final lap as well, so it's going to be important to pick it up and to make a pass on the opponent. Crowley voice trying to stay in the fight as well. Tilde, despite being on better tires than Crowley, is surprisingly slower, or perhaps Crowley is just surprisingly quick. Look at him go! The Alpine trying his absolutely best, and you have to wonder what could have happened if he was on softs, as he's delivering great fight on the mediums, but he clipped the wall, and that's gonna probably take him out from the fight for the win, is it? I'm about to be fooled because he's trying to get back to Christian again. Christian looking for a way past Gamer. It's gonna go down to the wire, and he's does pass Gamer to go for P1. Crowley had to watch out for Tilde, but he's still in this. Anybody could win this GP. Who's gonna be on the podium? Christian is in front, but Gamer will have a DRS. Here he comes down the inside into the final corner. Christian is gonna go wide. Is this gonna be enough? It is not gonna be enough, most likely. Gamer's gonna have a DRS. Is it? Christian, can he hold on Gamer down to the wire? And it is Christian, just about. Christian wins the race in Saudi Arabia by probably one of the smallest gaps we've seen this season, if not the SLR, 22 hundredths of a second. Crowley voice survives in P3 and is on the podium. The race was not much delivering, but the finish was one of the best we've seen, absolutely. So,
Giannis, driver of the day from the game, I tend to agree, because he took the penalties, he took the damage. He went 3 times in the pit and still managed to be in the top 5. So I will agree with the game that Giannis is the driver of the day.
Maybe. What do you say about Crowley voice, though? Medium tires on the final stint, survived the guys from the back on softs. I mean, started 5th. It is difficult to say.
He didn't pit so many times, and he managed to stay close. But Giannis took 5-second penalty.
Yeah, and 3 pit stops, yeah.
Damage, and again, come on.
Yeah, I would have to agree, because we've seen what happened to Giannis, that collision, the 3 stops, starting from P9, still made it into top 5, so that is nice.
And the worst case scenario, was that Giannis took the 5-second penalty while he was having damage. So the last piston was basically catastrophic.
Yeah. That is a huge race for Christian, because he did all he could, and he decreases the gap towards his championship rival, our Gamer. Before that race, it was 10 points gap for Gamer, but now, since Christian has won, I don't know if he got the fastest lap, though. Who got the fastest lap?
Christian.
Was it Christian? Okay, so he picks up 26 points, right? And Gamer second, 18. So that is 8 points. Is it 2 points difference between Christian and Gamer heading into Austria? That would be an amazing for the championship battle, being so small gap.
The logical thing is that Christian is in front now in the championship.
He's in front?
If my
is
maths...
he? I don't think it is. I'm not the one to call it out. I'm awful.
Come on, Russian, do something. We pay you for something. Do something.
We pay. What do you mean we pay you? Nobody's paying him.
We pay him to be the leader, but he doesn't do any math. Come on, he's just sitting there watching us.
Okay. Since we wait for the interviews, we might as well count it. Wait a minute. So, okay, Babs, listen to me, okay? Stay with me. So, 10 points was the gap before the race for Gamer, right? He was 10 points ahead.
Yes.
Yes? Yes.
Okay.
Now, he picked up 26 points, Christian, right? And Gamer 18. 26 minus 18, that is 7, right? Wait, sorry, that is 8. 8 points, right?
Yeah.
So logically speaking, if Christian got rid of 8 points of gap of Gamer, he should be 2 points behind. Okay. Anyway, we've got Gamer in the interview section, so let's ask him about that. Hello, Gamer.
Hello.
So, help us out, please, because we're absolutely steaming our minds. The gap between you and Christian entering Austria should be 2 points, correct?
No, 3, because
who got
he didn't get the fast lap. Zoom, my teammate.
Oh, Zoom got the fastest lap. Okay. So it's
Yeah.
3 points between you and Christian, and I mean,
But that doesn't really matter though, because it's
does,
either me or him winning, so 7 points.
yeah, I mean, absolutely. So, gamers, Saudi Arabia. I feel like the middle of the race was almost irrelevant for you guys. You were just switching positions in the lead, but those final moments, was that intentional to stick up behind Christian on the final main straight, or was that just, that just came out from the racing situation?
Wait, at which point? Sorry?
The final main straight heading into final lap, because you do get a DRS on that final main straight. So I was thinking like maybe you're gonna try to sneak up behind Christian, get a DRS, overtake him, in the final long main straight. It seemed like it was gonna happen, but you just missed out. Was that planned, or you just ended up behind Christian on that final long straight and just couldn't get past him?
Yeah, well, like the second DRS, I was ahead, and Crowley was close behind. So I forced Crowley to overtake me. I mean, sorry, Christian to overtake, because I left it off, and he did the overtake like before in the sector 2, and that was my plan, because I want to be behind him on the last DRS straight. But I don't know. I think I didn't get the best exit there, because I was too far to the left. It's not only the racing line there, and just didn't get the good exit. But I think I still had the higher top speed than Christian. I think I had less wings than him, because he was faster than me in the first sector the whole race. But yeah, when I approached him, and I was surprised that he didn't really defend the inside to the last corner. So I just went there, but I wanted to stay behind the line, the DRS line for the main start-finish straight, because it's crucial to have the DRS at the start-finish straight. But I just got too much oversteer in the last corner, exit the last corner, and I went to fourth a bit too early, I think, and just didn't get really a good exit. I think same for Christian, but he had he was not a good exit, but still better than me. And I was just too behind to catch up. But it was only like 22,000, so it's close, but it's just it feels not good,
Yeah, understandably. I mean, if that finish line would have been like 10 centimeters further, you would have most likely win this GP, so that must be absolutely heartbreaking. But yeah, still, P2 is a pretty good result, if you ask me. Heading into the final round, you will have a bit of advantage. Of course, it's gonna go down to between you and Christian. So, Red Bull Ring, how do you feel about that? The most important track of this season as of right now, because this is where it's gonna be decided. So, how do you feel confident about this track? Do you feel anything good about it?
I
know it's
don't know,
just
actually.
DRS train after DRS train, but
Yeah, I think most of tier 2 races have been DRS trains. But I don't know, Austria, I haven't really done much racing. I actually even forgot the last time I raced here in tier 2, like what was my pace. But I'm like confident that he'll be faster than me. Christian will. The thing is just how far, because if I can stay behind him with the DRS, there's strategy games, DRS games you can pull off, but I just have to have at least enough pace to stay with him. I don't know, like there's also like many other guys who are fast who can disrupt it, because if Rompo starts and Eco's not there, it's either me or Christian winning. And I would put my money on Christian. But yeah, I would want Equals or Rompo to be there, because I think they have the similar pace to Christian, sometimes faster, so they can disrupt things and play to my hands, because that's where my most wins came from, when Rompostad and Equals were there to disrupt the field, and Christian can't really chill out. DRS, me and him, the whole race, we have to fight other top guys. But yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I think there were a big discussion about like Jeddah this race, because I don't think it only was the last lap, because I think the beginning I was like sitting behind Christian the whole race, and I think I got fed up a bit because I had top speed higher than him and I couldn't overtake him, but I just chilled out. But when I overtook him, I think that was a big mistake because that just made it possible for him to just stay behind me the whole race. Because I can see him lifting mid straight, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, if there's only 2 guys fighting and the P3 guys are far behind, you can do that. So I think that was a mistake on my part, strategy mistake. Because I think I should have just sat behind Christian and just pressured him. I think when I was behind him, he was making more mistakes than when I was ahead. So that was a mistake from my part. Also, the incident with Futuristic, I think, where Christian have spun into turn 3. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. It was, I think, SC restart, safety car restart. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Christian got away scot-free, which was kind of annoying because I think if he got wing damage there, it would have been like a race over for him, and I would probably secure the win at that point. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you for your time, gamer. I just want to wish you the best in the upcoming finale. To whoever will be the best will win the championship. So I hope you and Christian will give us the show that we so much desire. I know Austria is not the track to be known from amazing races, but you guys just deliver everywhere you go. So congratulations for today, P2, and hopefully we'll see who's going to be the best in Austria. So good luck, guys, and see you next time.
Just know I will do my best. Bye bye.
We hope so. See ya. Okay, and now let's bring in the man of the hour. Hello, Christian.
Toodaloo.
Hello.
So, a win today, and the gap is getting smaller. So, I mean, what do you feel about today's race? Because the opinions are mixed. Some say it was an incredible fight between you and Gamer in the front. I would just say the finish was incredible, but the whole race was just... What do you feel about today's race, guys? But Gamer gave us a bit of insight about, you had some issues, especially that a bit of slip up after safety car restart. So how do you feel overall about the race today?
It was... Well, it was pretty normal, nothing special until the last 2 laps. We were just switching around and gaining a lot of ground and time on the guys behind, but we were just waiting for the last lap, basically. But it was getting interesting with the first safety car, because I was so in between going for mediums and just going to the end, or going for mediums and then switching to softs later in the race, going for a 2-stopper. But yeah.
And what about that final moments of the race? Because I asked Gamer, was that a part of his plan to stick up behind you and get the DRS on the final straight and get you down to the line? He did agree with me that it was a part of the plan. Were you planning to do the same thing? Or you were just like, okay, I'm going to leave the final corner as a leader and I'm going to hold on to the final line? Were you like thinking about doing something else? What was your plan for the final moments of this GP?
Yeah, right from the start of lap 25, I knew he was going to do it, because he was going extremely slow down the main straight even. And it almost made us 3 wide into turn 1 with Crawley. Mm-hmm. So I knew he was going to do something on the before the last DRS straight, or penultimate DRS straight. But I was planning on just staying behind him, but Crawley he came up behind us so fast, so I was like, I'm just gonna overtake him and hope Crawley somehow gets in front, which he didn't, unfortunately. But I did get somewhat of a gap into the last turn, but we were still side by side into the last turn.
So,
but oh
yeah, go on.
I heard he said he was surprised that I didn't defend the inside, I just wanted. I knew he was gonna get DRS down the main straight, so he was gonna get close, be close. So I was just trying to get the best exit possible, being on the racing line instead of being on the dirty side. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's all gonna be decided in Austria, Red Bull Ring. How do you feel about that track that is gonna decide a championship next week?
Sorry.
Red Bull Ring, Austria. How do you feel about that track that is going to be deciding the championship next week?
I mean, it's a bit like, I mean, it's not the same as Saudi, but it's, with the DRS zones, it's going to be exactly the same DRS checking games and just switching positions every lap until the last lap, basically. But I mean, I've always enjoyed it, but it's an alright track for me, so I guess time will tell.
Absolutely. All right, so congratulations for winning today, and the same as Gamer, good luck in the upcoming finale, and give us the best possible action you guys can, just like you did today on the final main straight. So do not disappoint us. I know you won't, and most importantly, have fun, guys. Have fun in Austria next week.
Yeah, thank you. I'll try my best. Not pin it in the wall.
Absolutely. It would be great. It would be great if you wouldn't smash into first turn and it would be just 25 laps or whatever. Just Gamer leading.
I'd cry myself to sleep.
So don't do that. Okay, so thank you for your time.
Thank you. I'll see you next week.
See ya. And we've got Epson, the final man to join us. So let's get him in. So, the new uppercomer, the debut, Lepgos. What's up, buddy?
Debut? Get your facts right, bro. What?
Lepgos, your first week in SLR. Never seen before.
Yeah. Hello, guys. I'm Lapsos. No. It was
No.
Jeez, man. No. I don't know. I got turn 1 3 times, so I was fucking trolling, man. I was really trolling. Like, what did I do? But yeah, I had some pace, and Giannis was side by side with me in the last time the safety car restart. So I don't think that's allowed. So I can report that. But yeah, for the rest of all, I'm stupid with the 3 seconds penalty. Is really stupid. But yeah, I hit game at the start. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, we saw the whole carnage at the start of the race, and that I think was caused in the middle of Zoom or because of Zoom, I don't know, but it was caused.
It was me.
Yeah,
but we just watched it back, and I also watched it with our gamer back, and my brake clipped, so I broke fully, then I let it loose, and then broke fully again. But Gamer was also very aggressive on the brakes, like very soon braking. Like he just said also, I want to stay behind Christian, and yeah, and hit him. And you hear me in the voice clip saying, "Oh no, sorry." I don't want to do that. I don't want to influence the fight, But yeah, at the end they fight it out together. They had a mano fight with the sauce. So Christian went on top, really close, probably. I don't know what's on the finish line, but
it was like 0.22. So
it was all about wow, yeah. But they are so good. They are in a division of their own, Like
yeah, absolutely.
It was not on me. Like the whole race and the rest of the field, we were just bystanders. Like it was a bit like Lewis and Max.
Crowley was trying to sneak up. I thought it was gonna go down the inside with the biggest, fattest dive bomb of all time into turn 1 of the final lap, because it was almost a 3-man wide. He would have definitely caused some havoc because he was on the line. He would have definitely hit someone, but he was on that line. I was like, is he gonna do it? And he backed it off, and it was like, nah. But Crowley had some huge pace in the final moments.
I know that about Crowley, and that's why it's disgusting that he was in tier 3. No, I'm just kidding. No. Like I said before, like in the top 4 in tier 3, like pace-wise we were different, so we shouldn't probably been there. But like, yeah, we only had 3 tiers, and you always have some front runners, like in this tier as well. You know, like there was no room cruiser, but Giannis was struggling. He should be there as well. So yeah, it's hard, but yeah, it was. I think it was some good racing around this track. And sorry for Babolat, we didn't have rain. I'm sorry, Bob. But yeah, like I got P7 at the end. Like yeah, whatever, that's whatever. But yeah, next week, guys. I hope you guys are there because we got a 3-point gap between P1 and P2.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just can't wait to see that go down in Austria to see who's going to be Tier 2 champion in that season. How do you feel about the Austrian track next week we're going to head into?
Yeah, really good track. Like if you want some racing, you like that's what we decided with admins. Like let's do another track to last track. Always Abu Dhabi or like Brazil or something. You know, like let's do Austria as last. We thought this was gonna be good because it's a lot of racing about Austria. You can do so much, and yeah, it's a great track. Like I said to you before, in tier 3 we're gonna do like the top 4 without assist. That's gonna be fun. So, but these guys are really wide open for the championship battle. So, yeah, that's gonna be great. Like, I don't want to qualify next week on the second row. I just want to be at the back because I don't want to disturb these guys again with touching the back or something. You know, like these guys are on their own level in their own race. I don't want to disturb that. So, yeah.
Okay, understandable.
So,
Okay, so that would.
Did you guys have fun or what?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
and you know my question, right? Like can confirm it now. We can do it later in the chat, but what's gonna be
so much fun? You know, the pillow, the nice cozy blanket.
Yes. the fleece blanket? Yeah, it was nice. But what's gonna be our driver today, guys?
We were thinking Janis because not only he started 9, finished 5, he also had a huge unlucky situation in which who was that in front of him? Alfa Romeo. I'm not sure which one. I think Tilde maybe
I
went
think
out.
Basco.
Basco. He went out right in front of him. He couldn't have avoided him. He went into him, losing front wing, got a 5-second penalty for that. That is a joke because he just couldn't have avoided it and it wasn't even his fault. He got a 5 seconds. Still, after the pit stops where he came in the back, he pushed all the way through to get the top 5. So that would be the call for us of this race.
Seems I already get it. He's Greek. He's Greek.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, Babu. But
I'm not gonna fight the guy for this opinion. You do that yourself. I'm not even gonna try that.
No, just kidding. But let's take over. Babs, what you think about next week's race? What you think about track?
It's a track that I love to hate.
Like all the women you got in your past, huh? Okay. Sounds legit. And you, Punk, what you think?
I think it's gonna be, similar to Saudi with a bit less action, to be honest, because Saudi was packed with action due to the walls being so close to the track, and in Austria it's gonna be a DRS train as we know it, with walls being far away, so definitely expect least safety cars.
Unless we pay the host to put full rain.
Yeah, let's talk to the host about that. But I just want to say thanks a lot for the comms, guys. You guys made the year, make it very easy for us, better than it should. I don't like the lack of commentators, but you're always there. So big shout out for you guys. And
no problem.
I hope we see you next week for the final, because it doesn't matter if we got P1 or P2. The winner is gonna get the trophy,
Absolutely.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, guys, and see you next week.
Okay,
I will join the commentary. I will join the commentary booth before, so we have some fun, No problem.
Perfect.
Take care, buddies. Bye.
All right, and that would be it for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix as we head next week to Austria to decide the Tier 2 champion for that season. So what do you want to add on top of that, Babs?
it's gonna be a close call. Of course, it depends on the weather conditions because Austria is not Saudi Arabia or Bahrain. It can rain at one part of the track and not raining at the other. So I expect a lot of things, and I have to say to Damien that was asking, you didn't say that to me, stop watching Crowley. I was watching Crowley because he had the best camera angles in the game. So, sorry guys. And of course we saw the last quarter what happened due to the fact that Giannis had a touch, if you see the live at the end, at the last quarter there was a touch at the number 4 and 5 position. If I was watching only Gamer and Christian, I wouldn't have catch that. So camera angles is what works for me. So your complaints to the management, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so thank you for your time, everybody. CM Punk, joined by Babulas, and that was the duo for Saudi Arabia. Join us tomorrow for Tier 1 and Friday, and join us, of course, next week to see who's gonna become Tier 2 champion